Have you ever been in this situation? You're driving down a highway, it's late, it's pitch black, and maybe it starts pouring rain. You can barely see a thing in front of your car. And yet, somehow, you stay perfectly in your lane. How in the world does that work?
Well, what if I told you it's because the road is actually talking to you? Yep, there's a secret silent language written right there on the asphalt, and its entire purpose is to guide you safely, especially when conditions get tough. Today, we're gonna learn how to read it.
All right, let's jump right into this fantastic explainer from Drive Safe Now. We are about to decode the silent language of our roads, a system that's been carefully, meticulously designed with one single goal in mind: keeping you and me alive. You know, we drive over these lines every single day, but we don't always truly read them. This isn't just about paint on pavement, it's a super complex and absolutely vital communication system. And listen, that's not being dramatic. Understanding this language can literally be the difference between getting home safe and getting into a serious accident. So let's start with the absolute basics.
So where do we begin? Well, just like any language, you've got to learn the ABCs first, right? We're starting with the fundamental alphabet and grammar of the road. These are the core rules that everything else is built on.
Now, to make sure everyone's on the same page, that a marking in one city means the exact same thing hundreds of kilometers away, engineers need an official rulebook. In India, that dictionary is the IRC Code 35. It standardizes everything, so there's no confusion.
Okay, check this out. Color basically tells you how much freedom you have. White lines, that's your standard everyday guide for lanes. But then you see yellow. Yellow is the road basically yelling, hey, be careful here. It's restrictive and it means no crossing. Blue is often for special lanes, like for buses, and green helps carve out safe spaces for cyclists. And this is the grammar. It's so simple, but so important. A broken line? That's permissive. It's like a suggestion. You may cross, but do it carefully. A solid line, on the other hand, is a command. Think of it as a wall, a virtual wall you are forbidden to cross, all to prevent a head-on collision. So, we've got the rules down. But how on earth do these lines seem to literally glow in the dark? It might seem like magic, but nope, it's just some really, really cool physics. The whole secret is a concept called retroreflection. So a regular mirror bounces light away at an angle, and a wall just scatters it everywhere. But a retroreflective surface does something special. It catches light and shoots it right back where it came from, in this case, your car. So how do they actually do this on a road? It's genius. The paint is mixed with millions of tiny microscopic glass beads. When the light from your headlights hits one of these beads, it bounces around inside for a split second and then gets aimed perfectly back at your eyes. That's why they seem so incredibly bright, even from way down the road. And it's not just the paint. We also have those raised plastic markers, the ones a lot of us call cat's eyes. They have their own simple color code too. White ones mark the lane you're in. Yellow ones are on your right, marking the median, and red is a hard stop. It's a warning for the absolute edge of the road on your left.
Now this is where it gets really fascinating. This road language isn't just static, it actually evolves. Let's look at a special dialect that was developed for a very unique reason: to protect animals.
So you know those rumble strips on the edge of the highway? The ones that make that loud brr sound if you start to drift? They're great for waking up a sleepy driver. But just imagine that sound in the middle of a quiet forest, a tiger reserve. It's terrible for the animals. So engineers needed a quieter way to say, hey, slow down.
And the solution they came up with is just brilliant. These red roads. They use thick red paint to do 3 jobs all at once. First, the color itself is a huge visual warning. Second, the raised paint gives you a gentle vibration, a tactile nudge without all that noise. And third, it protects the whole forest ecosystem. How smart is that?
And this really shows you the language of the road is a living thing. It adapts, it gets more sophisticated, and it learns to solve new problems, protecting not just us humans, but the nature we share the planet with. Okay, let's wrap up with what are probably the most critical commands in this entire language. These are the lines you find at intersections, which, as you know, are the places where the risk of an accident is the highest. This part is absolutely vital, so please listen closely. A solid stop line is an order. It means your vehicle comes to a complete halt. Your wheels stop turning. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now, a give-way line, the one made of broken dashes, is different. It means you have to slow down and be prepared to stop, yielding to any other traffic before you go. And the reason this matters so much is that mixing these two up, treating a stop line like it's a give-way, is a huge reason why accidents happen at intersections. Knowing the difference isn't just about being a good driver, it's about being a safe one. So, when you really think about it, these lines and colors are so much more than just paint. They're like silent guardians, these sentinels watching over our safety. They're a constant guide, especially when our own eyes are struggling against the dark or the rain. The next time you get behind the wheel, don't just look at the road, try to read it. Listen to what it's telling you. Is it giving you permission to do something, or is it giving you a command? Because reading the road isn't just for professional race car drivers, it's for all of us. So after all this, let me ask you one last time. Are you a fluent driver?